She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa.
Hello, hi, welcome to another What I Eat in a Week. This week is not like all my other weeks because this week we are going plant-based. So there's gonna be no animal-derived products, no meat, no dairy. Everything's gonna be completely plant-based. Oh, something to mention, I have been a vegetarian all my life. I've never had meat before, never wanted to have meat in my life. And yeah. Okay, so day one, and before I talk about all the delicious foods I ate, I'm gonna answer something that I get asked quite often, and that's why am I a vegetarian? Why don't I eat meat, or why don't I go fully vegan? So I was raised as a vegetarian, eating eggs and dairy, and then later on I got the choice to eat meat and become a non-vegetarian. And I chose to stay a vegetarian because eating animals has never been something that has been interesting to me. I mean, to be completely honest with you, the thought itself, it repulses me. Now, before you come for me, I know I'm being a complete hypocrite because the dairy industry is equally fucked up. There's severe animal cruelty, and trust me, I do plan on being a vegan after a point of time, not right now. That is something I aspire to do one day, and I'll talk about why I do not plan on going vegan as of this moment towards the end of the video while I discuss how this week made me feel. So like you saw, for breakfast I had coconut yogurt topped with sweet cinnamony apples and walnuts, and then I made fudgy almond flour chia brownies. Added the dry ingredients to a big bowl, and for the wet we have hot water poured over chia seeds. Let the chia seeds get jelly for 5 minutes before adding in the coffee powder, coconut oil and vanilla essence. To the dry flour, sugar and cocoa powder mix, I added baking soda, baking powder, the wet chia mixture and some more water to help everything combine. Poured the batter into a glass baking dish lined with a silicone mat because I really don't like the parchment paper I have at home right now. It doesn't work. Added walnuts on top and then baked for 25 minutes at 190 degrees Celsius. I underbaked these because I wanted them to be a little bit liquidy and just very fudgy. I am definitely gonna be making these again because they tasted incredible and they are healthier, so a win-win. Pepsi Black, you need to sponsor me. I have been drinking this every single day and I'm someone who's never been into sodas that much, but this I love because it's sugar-free, it's not too sweet at all, and it's pretty frizzy. I really like it. For dinner, we are making pasta, spaghetti in a basil tomato sauce. Started by cutting the tops of my tomatoes and crossing their bottoms. I blanched them in hot boiling water for 4 minutes. Now you can pop these tomatoes in ice cold water to cool them completely, or you can let them rest on the counter till they are manageable and then peel the skins off. But since I'm very impatient, I just circulated an ice cube and they actually came right off, so yay! Chopped my blanched tomatoes very roughly and removed all the white inside parts. Took some garlic, chopped that, and also did the same with onions. Heat up some olive oil, saute the onions and garlic first, and then when they are translucent and a little bit golden, you add in the tomatoes. You want to cook these tomatoes till they're mushy and then transfer to a blender along with some sugar, chili flakes and basil leaves. I made sure to pulse this mixture and not fully blend because I wanted a chunky sauce. Transferred the blended sauce back to the pan, and instead of adding cheese like I usually would, I added a tablespoon of nutritional yeast and then the spaghetti, and that's it. Just mix it. This pasta is ready with just an extra drizzle of olive oil on top. If you like pesto and you like a good marinara, you are going to love this. So good. Breakfast for second day is just a plate of fruits. We have 2 mini pears chopped up and some papaya. Then for lunch we are actually making the Chinese inspired cucumber salad. So what I did was I took 2 chopsticks, put my cucumber in between them and started slicing diagonally. I saw people use Persian cucumbers, but I just used the local ones. Flipped the cucumber and then sliced again, but this time at a 90-degree angle. I'm sorry, that is so satisfying. Spoiler alert, I really did end up liking the salad, but even if I didn't, I would definitely cut my cucumbers this way because it's just so fun. Put the cucumbers in a bowl and very generously salt them. Cover and then rest for 30 minutes for the salt to do its job and bring out some of that moisture. As you can see, so much liquid came out, so I just rinsed the cucumbers really well with cold water before seasoning them. We have a tablespoon of green onion oil, a tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon of vinegar, a teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of chili powder and some crushed garlic. You want to massage the cucumbers with the seasoning really well to make sure that the cucumbers are well coated. I served them on a bed of white rice and a side of kimchi and topped the whole thing off with some sesame seeds. You know I liked it, I mentioned it, but it was so good. I never thought I would like cucumbers with rice, but I did. The salad is sweet and spicy and it's so refreshing, and paired with the rice, it's wholesome. I was craving a sweet smoothie, so I made a pina colada smoothie. To a blender, I added pineapples, soft coconut flesh, some lemon zest and the juice of half a lemon. Blended this into a thick smoothie and it was very impressive. The pineapples were so sweet and the smoothie, naturally, it was sweet too. A slight tang, very nice. For dinner, I made crispy rice paper rolls. You know rice paper is one of my favorite ingredients to work with. I soaked vermicelli noodles in hot boiling water. While that was soaking, I prepped the rest of the filling, peeled and grated a carrot and some raw papaya, transferred to a hot pan and quickly chopped some green beans. Added these to the pan as well, sauteed for a minute or so and then covered with a lid. I got the smoked tofu and I have never had this before, so I was very excited. The tofu smelled like barbecue sauce, like exactly barbecue sauce, nothing else. Thinly sliced it and now we have all the ingredients ready. Soak a rice paper and then stuff with everything we just prepped. I heated sesame oil and placed my rice paper rolls on it. Let these cook for 5 minutes on medium heat before flipping and then toasting again for 5 minutes. Quickly making a super quick sauce. Quick. A tablespoon and a half of sweet chili sauce, a teaspoon of soy sauce and a tablespoon of tahini. Mix this well and then pour directly on top of the rolls, or you can serve them on the side. You can never really go wrong with rice paper rolls. It was so yummy. Day 3, and if the setup looks familiar to last night, well, we are making something entirely different, so don't worry, it's not the same rice paper rolls. This one is my version of besan ka chilla. I featured this recipe in my healthy breakfast video. This one's a little bit different than that one, but same but different. I toast full cloves of garlic in olive oil till they are golden and then add mustard seeds. When the seeds pop, in goes the vegetables. While the vegetables cook, I made the chickpea flour batter, and it's simply chickpea flour and soy milk. The batter should be smooth with minimal lumps. Pour the batter directly on top of the vegetables and just let cook. This takes about 7 minutes each side on medium flame. I drizzled some sriracha and mustard sauce and also a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. Fun fact, a lot of people call it nooch. So cute. This breakfast is extremely nourishing and satiating. Speaking of satiating, I was so full that till evening I didn't have anything else. But for an evening snack, I decided to test out these vegan chicken nuggets I got. Now, I have never tried meat, so I can't really tell you if they tasted like the real thing, but I can say it was good or not. And look-wise, 9 on 10. Looks like the chicken nuggets I've seen other people have. What I like was how the panko coating just got so crisp when fried. The texture and the taste of the inside was just like soy chunks, but I am guessing it does not taste like chicken because the soy flavor was pretty bland. If you've had them before, let me know if they actually taste like chicken or not. Salad. We are making a salad for dinner, and may I just say, this was one of the best meals I've had this week. It's a sweet potato arbi beet salad. I sliced 2 sweet potatoes, did the same with arbi. I recently saw Janelle from Janelle Eats make a video about taro, and that's when I realized that arbi is actually taro, but arbi is the Hindi name. I love fried arbi, so I figured they would taste equally amazing baked. Coated them with olive oil, garlic powder and salt, keeping it very minimal. Bake these at 180 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes. For the dressing of the salad, I cut the baked beet and the peels are very easy to remove. Baking beets make them very sweet. I roughly chopped up the beet and then added basil right on top of it. Chopped it. This kind of helps both of them take in each other's flavors. Poured some olive oil on top and the juice of half a lemon. Mix it and the dressing is ready. I added crunchy onions to the salad too. This was delicious. If I had to impress someone with a salad, I would definitely make this. It's so simple, but the flavors are just beautiful. Let's order some food for brunch. I ordered from this place called Ubuntu Eat and the packaging was just adorable. I got a vegan Ubuntu special pizza that had 4 different slices with 4 different toppings and an apple cinnamon cake. If you want like a detailed review of this order, then I'll link a separate video where I have done exactly that. But yeah, this was a good start to the day. For a late lunch, I made this extra spicy ramen. Pretty straightforward. I'm proud to say that I didn't find the ramen too spicy. Like, it was perfect, just the right amount of spice. Like, the spice was bearable, a good amount. But yeah, my lips were definitely burning by the end of it. For dinner, I made a yogurt bowl but on a plate. Now, listen, carefully listen. I didn't elaborate my views on coconut yogurt earlier when I used it on day 1, but I hated it. There are limited food options in this world that I do not like, and this is definitely one of them. Imagine a neutral flavored regular yogurt, texture yogurt. Wait, does that make sense? Wait, a yogurt type texture that's neutral. Like, it doesn't taste of a yogurt, it's just neutral flavor. And then you add a tablespoon of bad coconut oil to it. That is exactly what this tasted like to me. I added so much spice to it just to make that flavor bearable, but yeah, like I could still taste that coconut flavor. It was not good. Day 5 started later on day 4 around 2 a.m. That's the best time to prep and bake. Prep to bake. We're making a walnut pesto bread and I have been making my dough at night and then refrigerating overnight because it just makes the bread taste even better. The dough has enough time to rest and just get all that delicious flavor. So I heated up some soy milk and added active dry yeast and sugar to it. Let the yeast proof for 5 minutes before adding that to flour, salt and olive oil. Kneaded this for about 10 minutes. Everything should be combined. The dough should be sticky but still manageable. Transferred to an oiled glass dish. Poured some olive oil on top and then just covered with a cling wrap. This rests in a warm place for about an hour and then goes in the refrigerator overnight or up to 72 hours. Now you could make the dough in the morning and just let it rise for a minimum of 2 hours before using it. That works too. In the morning, we start by making the pesto and this has fresh basil leaves, garlic, walnuts, lemon juice, nutritional yeast, salt and olive oil. Blend till a paste is formed and now let's roll out our dough and form the bread. I divided the dough into 3 portions and then just rolled each one out, spread the pesto, and this is how I made my bread rolls. Place the rolls in a bread pan that is already oiled with olive oil. Cover with the same cling wrap and just let rest for 1 more hour before we bake. While this was resting, I had a very random breakfast of a pear and some black chana. The bread rolls have risen and I just brushed them with some soy milk before baking at 180 degrees Celsius for 35 minutes. And I am obsessed with this. Everything about it. This entire thing, this entire loaf, it lasted me 3 days and every single day it tasted the same, if not better. It was so soft, so fluffy, so good. I mean, you can clearly tell I loved it. Hands down, one of the best things I have baked till now. I feel like I say this in every single video when I'm baking, but it's true. Baking, when you bake a lot, you improve and you improve and you make stuff that tastes even better than what you have in the past. Made in the past. What am I saying? Shut up. Making a smoothie, I'm doing frozen pineapples, frozen strawberries, and a dash of soy milk. I added peanut butter to this and also Oreos because if you didn't know, Oreos are vegan. Now, I would suggest you skip this next part because it's just me being embarrassing and stupid, but if you still want to watch it. So, we are kind of facing a dilemma. We as in you, me, and Baby. The problem is, since you're aware it's the last day, I want to cook something for dinner, but also I want to order food. I'm just so confused because see, yesterday I ordered cookie dhang se raho na, meko comfortable nahi ho raha. Okay, yeah, like I was saying, since it's the last day and it's like the last meal of this video, I sort of want to order from outside, but I also just want to cook something because I feel like I should cook something because I haven't cooked too much this week. But also there's this place called Mizuki. It's like a cloud kitchen and it's completely vegan and they have pan-Asian stuff. They have dumplings, they have bao, noodles and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm confused. Should I order from there or should I cook something? I'm really craving momo right now. And this place has dumplings. Even though momo is a kind of dumpling, any dumpling will do. You tell me, should I order or should I make something? Fuck. I've asked you that question like 10 times by now. Remember a few videos ago I was telling you how there's construction going on right below, so I can't record the entire day as in like me and you talking. See, the thing is, if I'm being completely honest, I hate recording myself. I'm not even joking with you. I've always been sort of camera conscious. Like even now I'm recording with my specs off so that I can't really see the camera and I don't get conscious. And like recently I have been trying to like include myself more and more because I know you people like it. I know it's my video, so I should try and be there also. But it's not that easy. I mean, it seems very easy, but it's not that easy because when you've always been very conscious of how you look and how you talk and stuff like that, it's not easy for you to kind of just, you know, see yourself on the camera. Oh yeah, I was talking about construction, right? Yeah, the construction is still going on, but I think for the past 15 minutes it's been off, so I just decided to record and ask you people what I should do for dinner. But I feel like I know the answer. I feel like I know what I'm going to do. I'm just rambling. Let's order food. So I ordered for dinner and I have a whole separate video on this too, so you can watch it. And now let me tell you how I felt about this week. So I actually really enjoyed it. Finding substitutes for dairy products was fun, and taste-wise, everything tasted amazing except for the yogurt. I didn't really feel like my food was lacking any flavor nor any ingredient. It was a good time, but there were times when I felt like I was restricting. Like there was cake in the fridge, but I obviously couldn't eat it because it wasn't plant-based. Similarly, on the second day, my family ordered pizza, but I couldn't have it because it has cheese and it's not plant-based. And the problem with this is that if you are not new to my channel, you know I have a past with eating disorders. And there was a time in my life when I wasn't eating these foods purposely. I didn't allow myself to eat these back then. And this kind of made me realize that right now, the best thing for me is to increase the amount of plant-based foods I eat instead of completely shutting down non-plant-based foods, like taking a positive step instead of reducing the other completely. This is because I know how not eating something I want to eat could be potentially extremely triggering for me. But again, that's what. Things don't have to be black and white. I want to go vegan someday, but here I feel like I can come to a compromise. I can eat more plant-based foods and also eat foods which are not plant-based in like regulation. So yeah, maybe in the future when I eventually feel like I am ready and I am doing things for the right reason and my mindset is stronger, that's when I will go completely vegan. That was a pretty long rant, I'm sorry. So that's it for this video. I'll see you on my next one. Bye!
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper. see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar.